Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58, boys. 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards. Let's go.
Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Move ready. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick.
All the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Ready, blue lady. Wait. I got it. Drop. Check, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21. Good trap. Hey, check, Mike 21. Follow. I'm here all day.
3rd and goal, Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, set. 60 out low. Get him. Slam. Check. Set, go.
Now Haskins begins to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Let's go, baby.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Ready? Flag. Set flag 21. Rip left. Rip left. Kill. Say. Hey, stop.
On second down, Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Ready? Blue ready.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And Adams has it complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wait.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready? Blue ready. 20. I'm coming. Hey, alert 3. Watch out. Even. 30.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Dallas.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. 54 flag. Check. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
A Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's got Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
At the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
On second down, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. Mike. And we heavy on the edges. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down now, it's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. To throw is Winston. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Winston. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, Winston. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. It's complete to Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
That's what I do.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And the pickup brings up second and 2 at the Cowboys 7-yard line.
I'm coming. Back. Check your backer. No. Off. Hey, check 24. Yeah.
Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Come to the ending. Coming this way. Here we go. Pick the edge. Come. H3. Shoot. What? Go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball. Check. You go tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Line 54. Target. Check 50. Check nickel. Shoot.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jameis again. Caught by Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again with Winston. That one complete to Elliott. And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Winston sneaking it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Haskins will throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on third down, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there. Go. Right there. 50. Go. Undercrunch.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Ready? Black 22. Got one.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Stop your whining.
Winston. And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that. That time they weren't. On first down, Hines. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.